In this video, which is a change to the scheduled publishings, we're going to be looking at lighting on Bella de Berlingo. I'll quickly run inside.
Oh, enlighten, use the airbag light. No.
It's the Daihatsu I've ballsed up and not ordered enough gearbox oil for, so we were meant to be getting this out this week. It's not going to happen. We're awaiting lots of things, so I think we're just going to wait until we've got all the things. So we're going to wait till we've got all the parts and do it at once.
Yes. It's only buttoning it down really now, isn't it?
Yeah, so on Bella, we're going to jump into a clip where we sorted the headlamps out. So video as a point of reference, we are going to upgrade Bella's terrible headlamps, hopefully with some Osram night breaker lasers. So we'll see if these make any difference at all. First of all, I better turn them off and let them cool down again, but I wanted to give you a bit of a visual. Well, unlike a lot of cars made in the last 20 years, access is certainly not an issue. Bit of rust to be looking out for here on the old inner wing there. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Some of it's dust, so not actually as bad as it looks. See, well, certainly a less yellow light. That's the old one. Still in place. Yeah, that's hopefully going to make a difference. Just to quickly add, never touch the glass, only ever touch the base, and obviously make sure the prongs are all aligned correctly when you're refitting the bulb. Sorry, it's autofocus getting slightly confused by the shiny. Yeah, it's a bit better, but you can kind of see the reflector has degraded a bit. On the bottom. This one's not quite as bad, but we'll take it out tonight. Scouts providing the perfect opportunity to test Osram night breakers. Yeah, that seems quite a lot better. So yeah, these Osram night breakers do seem to have made quite the difference. The main beam's still a bit rubbish, which I suspect is more to do with tired reflectors. The dip beam is so much better. I actually feel a lot more comfortable driving it at night. How long the bulbs will last, we'll wait and see. But yeah, so far so good. Give them a flash. Oh yeah, look at that, beautiful, really crisp white light. So now we're moving on to the back, where we have another problem, a complete lack of reverse lights, which may or may not be related to this issue. Give the wiper switch a press. Yeah, when you operate the front wipers, the rear wiper activates, which it should do in reverse only, not all of the time. And it's hugely infuriating because there are times where you're building up water on the front screen, but you don't need the rear one on. But whatever setting I put the fronts on, the rear comes on in intermittent mode every time. But yeah, we noticed the other night I was reversing. Now it's starting to get darker in the evenings, thinking these reverse lights are terrible. But it turns out she's sat in reverse with the ignition on at the moment. There are no reverse lights, so it should be quite easy to investigate, he says. Little thumb screw down here. Are there any bulbs in here? Well, this doesn't look too marvellous, but actually that bulb does look intact. I think just really creamy for some reason, but nonetheless we shall chuck one in and see what happens. So I'm going to need a new orange one as well. This orange coating is all peeling off. Yes, so I'll go and grab a bulb. Well, actually we just borrowed a fog light bulb for now. Put that in. Is the ignition still on? No, I turned it off, didn't I?
Yes, you turned it off.
Let's go and see what happens now.
Yeah, we have light.
Okay, but do we have light if I take her out of reverse?
No.
No, okay, so that is working as it should, which is good and bad, because that means it's good, but it's just a simple bulb and that's working, but it's bad because what else is making the rear wiper activate? That would sound like a control issue. Let's grab some bulbs.
You need to ask the good people of the Berlingo partner group.
I think I know what it is. I think it's the COM2000 or COMS 2000 unit that's behind the steering wheel apparently. I think these, no, they're dual filaments.
Do you know that, or did James Walsh tell you that?
No, I knew that.
Oh, okay.
There we go, that's the right bulb. I think I've got some orange ones in here somewhere. There we go, I've got one orange one. So maybe we'll change that as well while we're in there. So that's our reverse light bulb. And then that should hopefully
Gosh, that looks so... I think you need to show the two together.
Yeah. And if I just put the indicator on,
Lovely.
that looks nice and orange, doesn't it?
Yep.
Beautiful. So we'll repeat that trick on the other side, and then we'll actually have reverse lights again. But yeah, what's making the rear wiper come on then is not that. Let's just operate it again in case it's somehow related. I'm going to lift my wiper arms up.
So the
It'll be
light's not
kinder.
being on, do you mean? So the light's not working?
No, we're doing the rear wiper now. Look up.
Yes, no, but what I'm saying is you think it might be related because the lights weren't working.
Oh, that is weird. So because there was a reverse light bulb out, the rear wiper was operating with the front wipers.
Danny,
So we've changed the bulb and fixed the wipers.
how long have
And why is that?
How long have you associated with French cars?
Because French! That's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I'm so happy to have fixed that. That was a very cheap fix. Because I was thinking I was going to have to replace the Comms 2000 unit, which means steering wheel off, which has got an airbag in it. Ugh, no, nonsense. It's just that the reverse lights were not working. Oh, that's tight. I might need to get something
I might
a bit vicious on that.
take the opportunity to clean these out.
Poor Bella has not had a proper wash since I got her. She's had one very hasty jet wash.
And internally she's had one hoover.
Yeah, so poor love does need a bit of attention.
She
There
does.
we go.
Objective, before the 23rd of October she needs to look a lot better than she already does.
Oh yes, for there is a Berlingo meet going on at Gilk's Cafe in Warwickshire, which we intend to be at. What was the date again?
23rd of October.
23rd of October, so that should be good fun. Because remarkably, next year will be 25 years of the Berlingo multispace, or multispace, depending on what you prefer. Yeah, it's another dead bulb.
Oh, yes.
Now here's an interesting thing. If I put a bulb in there, do I get two fog lights? Yeah, that's definitely dead. I'm
That
gonna
one.
go and grab two bulbs then, because they're both dead. Okay, so I fitted two new bulbs. So let's do first experiment. The old into reverse.
Yep, lovely. We've got two.
Beautiful. And if I put the fog lights on?
No.
There must be something in the wiring then.
50% fog lights.
Yeah. It must be in the wiring loom to just have a single fog light. I'd much rather have two of them, I must admit, but oh well. Maybe I'll leave that there and then I'll know I've got a spare bulb. But everything else is working. No,
No.
we're missing tail light this side. Because French, just touch the bulb and it works. Well, while we're in here, I'll just go to brake pedal to press, just to check that as well.
Yep. Yep.
Beautiful. So there we go, that was a fairly simple fix. That's how you fix the rear wiper on a French car. Marvellous. Yeah, these have definitely seen better days. All sorts of cracks. We've no idea what this cutout is. That looks like a deliberate cutout. But there's nothing for it to be cut out for. Yeah, I think in an ideal world I'd probably fill these with soapy water and give them a swirl, try and clean them out a bit. But there we are.
You just put them back on.
Yeah.
We're not going to clean.
No. Oh, did you want to clean all in here?
Well, I just think it needs a clean. Is this off?
Oh yeah, can do that. Okay, well, we're going to clean things up and do it properly. This is not Hubnut. Oh, there we go. We're looking good. We're just going to give the wiper a test again. Now the boot is shut. We've lifted all the wiper arms so we're not dragging dry blades on screens. Give it a shove down. Oh!
That will be because French.
That would be because French. Definitely haven't got the rear position on. No, that's the rear position there. That's rear wiper off. So was that just because we had the tailgate open, maybe? Nope. Still doing it. Oh, I'm so sad.
Bizarre.
That is very bizarre. Should I take one reverse light out again? That is so very, very disappointing. I might have to just pull the fuse for it and just have no rear wiper because it's driving me mad having it operating when it shouldn't be. But nonetheless, we've got some lovely looking lights now. Look at that.
Mine's cleaner than yours.
Yours, yeah. We just cleaned all up for it here because why wouldn't you? It just improves the look of everything.
Well, also, if it's lights, it's got to compete against the dirt as well as everything else.
I don't understand why that worked and then didn't work. I hate French cars.
So what do you do now, dear?
29th for the 7th, 05. I don't know, I was going to try and work out which fuse is for the rear wiper. I think I'll need the handbook for that. Rear wiper and air conditioning is fuse D.
Well, we haven't got air conditioning anyway, so...
That one there. Okay, that should now be no rear wiper.
I'm going to see if it worked.
There we go, fixed. I fixed the rear wiper issue by taking the fuse out. It's not the perfect solution because it now means I have no rear wiper. Oh! What is it with French cars? Yeah, so if I operate the rear wiper, it operates. If I put the front... Oh, now it's doing it again. What? What? It was fine until I turned it on, and now it does it all the time. French cars, you gotta love them. Maybe if I leave the cover off and hold the fuse to hand, if I need the rear wiper, I can plug the fuse back in. I'll give up. We are not going to have a rear wiper.
Just keep the fuse to hand in case we have torrential downpours.
Yeah. There we go, that didn't go quite as I'd hoped, really. It's one of those joyous, inconsistent things where sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So there we go. If you don't like chasing electrical issues, don't get a French car. But otherwise, we really do need to do a proper review of this car because we're now over 6,000 miles since purchase in May. And it's just been absolutely superb. Electrical gremlins aside. And that's one reason I wanted to go for an M49 Berlingo, the earliest style. Because the electrics are a little bit tamer than the subsequent versions. They redid things quite a lot for the M59, I think it is. And then even more modern Berlingos have even more potential issues. So, you know, we haven't got to worry about electric windows, central locking. We haven't got any of that. It makes life much simpler. Annoying as it is to have to manually unlock all the doors in a family car. But there we go. It's not quite the video we were aiming to make today, but at least I'll be able to see when I'm reversing at night. That should make life a lot better. So thank you for watching, and we shall see you in a future video. Farewell.